So in today's video, we're going to talk about 4 things you should avoid when selling on PayPal. This is just my advice. You guys don't have to follow through if you don't want to, but at the end of the day, you're going to be better off if you avoid these things. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things you want to avoid is using PayPal as your main payment gateway. The reason for this is because if you're using PayPal as your main gateway, you're going to be taking in a lot of transactions, and with more transactions comes more risk, because some people are going to get uncomfortable at the fact that you're taking 2 weeks to deliver the products, and all that negative feedback and chargebacks are going to pile up, and PayPal's going to put your account under review. And when that happens, you're going to have to submit all these paperwork or all this paper. You're going to submit your ID, social security, and all that. Then they're going to have to call you, or you're going to call them, and they're going to actually ask you all these different types of questions. I forgot exactly what they ask, but they do ask you, what type of business do you run, and how are you delivering the goods and whatnot. And if you say that you're drop shipping, you're going to get permanently banned, and you're not going to be able to use PayPal at all, not even to make payments. They're going to shut you down and not do business with you. And I learned that the hard way because it happened to me. It's a pain in the ass, but I actually found a loophole. I found a way back in, which I'll talk in a later video for those of you who got banned from PayPal and are looking to make a new PayPal account. So that's why I recommend avoid using PayPal as your main payment gateway, because you never know when they're going to put your account under review, and if they do and you happen to tell them that you're drop shipping, they're going to end up closing your account. Although you could kind of lie and tell them, okay, no, I'm doing this and this. They're going to ask for more information. They might even ask for pictures of your suppliers, or pictures of all the product or your storage facility. And if you don't have any of that, they're gonna still shut you down. So be very careful when using PayPal as your main payment gateway. You could use it. I'm not telling you not to. I just recommend that you avoid them. Well, avoid them when you're using them for dropshipping. The second thing you want to avoid when selling on Shopify is avoid using amateur looking ads or amateur looking artwork for your ads, because it just gives your website kind of a amateurish feeling. It just doesn't make it look professional. It doesn't look as presentable as if you actually took your time to design a well-structured ad. Let me just give you guys an example. This is exactly what I mean. Try to avoid stuff looking like this, having all wonky fonts and a really bright color block. Try to avoid typing in bright colors. Try to avoid having all this going on here. Just keep the ad very simple, very professional. What I recommend is look at different stores who advertise, or look at other people advertising and see what they do and kind of mimic that. You guys could go online and type in ads from Macy's, or ads from blah blah blah, or from whatever store you guys like, or whatever store is similar to what you're trying to set up on Shopify, and then just kind of mimic what they do and play around and experiment like that. Just avoid trying to do it all on your own, because most of the time you guys are not gonna be able to produce a really professional looking ad. And I don't mean to say this in a negative way or tell you guys or put you guys down, but I'm just trying to help you guys out here, because I do see that a lot of people do come up with really amateur looking ads. So avoid that, and I recommend looking at other people, at professionals, for advice or for kind of guidance to see what you could do with your ad to improve it. So avoid using ads like this when you're running Facebook ads. It just makes your store look kind of cheap, really amateurish, and you want to give a very professional presentation, because that builds trust with the customers. So try to avoid ads that look like this. So the third thing you guys want to avoid is trying to sell what the people are teaching you, or trying to sell the same thing as everybody else. What I mean by this is, if you guys are learning either from me or from anybody else on YouTube, and they're using, let's say, dog collars or glasses as an example to set up their store, don't try to copy them and be like, okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna do exactly what they do and expect really good results. It's not gonna happen. Most of these people, including me, are not gonna show you the actual products that work when we're dropshipping. We're not gonna actually give you what we really price, or what's really making us money. We're gonna give you an example using whatever product we could find at that time, because we're not gonna do the research to actually look for the product, test it out, and do this, and then put it online so somebody else could take it. That's not what's gonna happen. So avoid using those products that people use as examples. The reason you want to avoid that is because 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna work. Most likely it's just a random product that person grabbed and just made a store out of it, and they're using it as a demonstration, as an example. So avoid trying to replicate whatever they're trying to do or whatever that person is trying to teach you, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be frustrated because you're going to tell yourself, all right, I copied everything, I did everything exactly as they did, but I'm not getting any sales. And you're just going to give up, you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to feel like it's not working, it's not true. But it is, you're just selling the wrong item. So avoid selling what other people are selling, avoid selling exactly what that person's teaching you. So the last thing you guys should avoid when selling on Shopify is avoid trying to sell every single item on your store. Avoid trying to just basically look like a new version or an alternate version of AliExpress by trying to sell everything that they have in there. You guys are most likely thinking, okay, I'm gonna try to sell everything, that way I have something to sell for somebody. It doesn't work like that. Most people are gonna end up being turned off by the fact that they feel overwhelmed, that they're going to feel like you're trying to make money out of every single little thing, and they're just gonna walk away from your store. Or in this instance, they're just gonna click away from your store because they're just gonna feel like you're really trying to squeeze every little thing out. It might seem easy to you at first, saying, okay, I'm gonna sell this. Oh, but this also does good. Oh, but this does good too. Oh, you know what? I should do this just in case this person is also interested in this, or just in case I happen to come across somebody who likes this and this. Like, avoid having that mentality. Avoid trying to sell everything that you could find. Focus on one or two things and just leave it at that. For example, if you're trying to sell dog collars, focus on everything that's dog related, and if it allows it, you guys could sell cat supplies also. So that works. But selling cat collars and dog collars, and then all of a sudden selling beauty products, and then you're selling clothing, and then you're selling tools for your car and working out equipment and whatnot, they're not going to know what's going on. They're going to feel confused, and they're just going to be turned off by the fact that you're trying to sell everything. So it's better to focus on one or two things and do those things well. So just to recap, avoid using PayPal as your main payment gateway because they could shut you down and permanently ban you if you're not careful. Avoid amateur looking ads or amateur looking artwork because it doesn't give a professional feel to your website. Try to see from professionals, or try to get an idea from what professionals are doing and try to copy that as best as you can, or just take inspiration from them. Avoid copying other people. Avoid trying to do whatever somebody's teaching you. Just avoid what they're using as their example, because most likely they're just giving away a random product that they don't even use, or they're using that product because it's random and they're not selling that, so it doesn't cut into their profits. And avoid trying to sell everything in your store. Obviously, there's some bend and twist to those last two rules. You guys can get away with it if executed correctly, but most likely you're going to be better off not trying to do those things. So that's it for the video. Make sure to subscribe. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about dropshipping, make sure to go down in my description. I'm going to have a link to my website, mrecom.com, and you guys could scroll down and download an ebook that will help you guys, or that will actually explain what dropshipping is, and it goes into a little bit more of detail. It's 100% free. Just click on my website, go under courses, or just scroll down and you guys will see it there. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.